Hello, we're going to use the Machiavellian techniques for getting rid of the boss. Back in the day, this would have involved business tools like a dagger. 21st century, we can't do that. Our weapon is going to have to be money, and immediately people are going to say this. Too expensive. No, they're too expensive to keep. In step 4 here, we're going to show you how to justify that and make sure the money really results in them going straight away. I cannot pretend there isn't risk involved. I've not been to court yet in the ones I've done, but you've got to be certain it's worth it. You've got to do it all in one go, and you don't want to get the lawyers involved. I'll show you how to avoid that. No delay, go now. And you must also make sure there's no chance they're going to renege on the deal or they're going to come back and harm you. All of this is in step 4, so enjoy. It's Cruelty Lite.
Okay, so this is a tough strategy. But look at that first one. What must be done is not what ought to be done. You've got to do it straight away. You can't afford to have them hanging about. And HR won't like it. Their lawyers might not like it initially. But there you go. And I started doing this because I went into businesses and I was so angry at what the poltroon, which is my new favourite word to replace knobhead, had done to the business, and more importantly, to really good people working there. It immediately takes the brakes off the organisation, which was a surprise. And at the moment you tell people, almost everybody cheers. And those that don't, you need to talk to. So what must be done is not what ought to be done. You don't have to know the answers, just much, much better questions by old boss. That's what we've had. And these are 3 killer ones, and they stop you getting sucked in because you don't want to deal with what the problems were or whatever. You want to go straight in and identify. Number 1, how do you think you're doing? And I'm going to read these out because I suggest you use them exactly like this. Well, and ask it again. Keep asking that question until you get sort of agreement that they're not doing well. My record is 8 times. No, seriously, how do you think you're doing? Then you can move on. Second question. What are you proudest of having achieved in the last 12 months? And there you'll get all sorts of things. Deadly silence, taking credit for other people's work, whatever. And again, you can ask those questions over and over. Now, what are you proudest of having achieved in the last 12 months? And the third question, what can you guarantee to deliver for me in the next 6 months without fail? Well, no, without fail. But if you didn't, no, guarantee without fail. So, you're using words like this? Oh, yeah. After what I've just heard and what I've found, I don't want you working for me. And if you've got any sense, I suspect you don't want to work for me. Big surprise. What will it cost me for you to go now? Oh, they may be expecting it. They may or may not know. So you've got a piece of paper, which we'll go through in a moment, and it says, do you know how much you're entitled to? And this is it. Now, this is the complete piece of paper, the paper that you agreed with whoever's taken you on, the justification for getting rid of them. So on the left-hand side, itemised, that's what it's going to cost you to get rid of them today. And on the right-hand side, this is what keeping them is going to cost, and it massively outweighs the left-hand side. So it's an easy justification. And here's the vanishing carrot. You only give them that left-hand side, and you're entitled to, say, £84,246 and threatens. And it's the truth. If anything, it may be over the top. But I will pay you £110,000 if you go now. But you lose £10,000 for every day you don't go. Do you want to talk to your lawyer now? This afternoon would be good. Now, one of the big problems is the delay caused by getting the legal people involved. And here, termination agreements going on for pages, the guaranteed delay. Some solicitors might think it's in their interest as well to spin it out and to promise to do things. So I've called this the soft treaty to make sure that there are no legal delays. First of all, it's only one page. There's hardly any restrictions. And they're going to sign it today. And when I first showed this to my superb legal, she said, "John, you can't do this. You're giving away everything here. They'll come." I said, no. They'll take staff. They'll set up in competition fairly quickly. They'll do all sorts of things. And yes, they will. We have to stop that. So, well, no. They're no good. It doesn't matter. Because what we want is their solicitor saying, grab his hand off now. Now, I'm here until 6 p.m. Go and see your solicitor now. But I'm not sure. I said, go and see him now, because for every day you don't, it's going to cost you £10,000. Take it out of the solicitor's fees if they can't see you today. Bit more of the carrot again. So there you go. £110,000 will be transferred to your account tonight or very first thing tomorrow morning. I'm here till 6. Might be a bit later. Now, only a couple of occasions have people actually come back that day. They come back the following morning and they come in. I've signed the agreement. I want my £110,000 now. Okay? You must do this. This is not a negotiation. That was yesterday. I told you, it's £100,000 now. You got a couple more days to think about it at £10,000 a day. Phew. And they go. But you could have a problem, and therefore you might introduce this into it as well. This is the big stick list. You do not give them this list. They can see it upside down on your desk. You take it out of your inside pocket. It's quite obviously private and confidential. There's things marked on it in bright red. Yeah. And the red items, my fantastic PR advisor and my wonderful legal, we believe that the red items constitute gross misconduct. Would we even have to pay you if we went on with some of these? The amber items are tremendous failures of performance by you. And if you decide to renege, cut up rough, whatever, I will go to court and read this out because I'm angry. And not only will you have a problem getting money out of this, we'll delay it, but after we've done that and it's been to court, you'll be lucky to get the job selling peanuts off a barrow in Regent Street. So, you don't want to be in fear of reprisal. And they've gone. So, there you go. Where are we on these steps? Well, air cover was when we agreed this process and the costs, obviously, as well as other things. We've also agreed at air cover that when you do this, if they try and contact whoever employed you, the chairman, major shareholders, whatever, they will not accept the calls while you're dealing with it. After that came the go undercover, so you've absolutely made certain that this is the right person that you're dealing with, amongst other things. You had a first meeting to which they were not invited, and where you've really stamped your authority, people have scuttled away to get on with it. And what we've now done is that go now. The justification, the vanishing carrot, and the big stick. We've just got the Praetorian Guard to do, and you be total authority. I'm spending as much time talking to chief executives like you now as I am actually doing the job, because I don't want consultant dependency. You can do most of this. And I'm getting old, so I'd rather you did it as well. As you can see, that last quote, you could have a pin drop apart from the laughter, was important to me, but the first one is there. It's a wonderful, very senior woman banker said, John walks that fine line between audience participation and stalking. Quite a good photo to show that. Me spoiling people's breakfast by hovering. So, Machiavelli's 16th century strategies, 21st century turnaround techniques, Cruelty Lite. It's goodbye from him, it's goodbye from me.